The last problem here is asking us, saying that we have these numbers and then he found, not found, found the mean and standard deviation of the numbers. So let's just say we had those numbers, whatever they happen to be. It's not even, we don't even have to know them. But they're telling us that we're going to transform these data. We're going to add 5 to each number. And what will result? So adding 5, remember adding and subtracting, that's a shift. If I did multiplication or division, that would be scaling. Right? So if I shift my data, well, that's going to shift my center, right? It's going to move it left or right. So if I shift things by adding 5, it's going to, the center is going to move up 5. But if I shift things also, it's not going to change the scaling. It's not going to get any more spread out. So let's take a look at this. What's going to happen to the mean if I add 5? Well, it's going to add 5 to it. But standard deviation, that's a measure of spread. And so if I shift it over, it doesn't get any more spread out. So this would be no change. Nothing's going to happen to it. And so if I'm looking at these, well, I know the mean's going to increase by 5. So the word increase, let's just make sure you know what that means. Increase means plus. Doesn't mean multiplication, it means plus, right? Increase means plus. So it's going to increase by 5 and standard deviation is going to be no change. So let's look through these. It says the standard deviation will increase, or basically add 5. So that's not it. Standard deviation will not change, which is exactly what we said. Standard deviation, no change. The mean will not change. No, we said it's going to add 5. And it says the mean will be multiplied by 5. No, we said it's going to add 5. So the only possible answer is B. So that's our answer. What if we changed it a little bit, though, and said, oh, instead of adding 5, we're going to multiply by 5. Well, what's going to happen to both of them is they're both going to end up multiplying by 5. So if I change this to multiply by 5, so times 5, then they're both going to be multiplying by 5. So what would be our answer then? Not that one, not that one, that one. This one would be. Right? But in this case, we have B for number 30.